Hello and welcome to the Ladies European Tour and to the outskirts of Dublin for the KPMG Women's Irish Open held at Carton House, Fairmont. It's the second year in a row that the O'Meara course has played host with the par 73 layout, one of the prettiest parkland courses we play all year, set against the magnificent five-star hotel and former country house. €450,000 up for grabs and the home hero was back in town. Leona Maguire, the first Irish woman to win on the Ladies European Tour and a Solheim Cup star. Not the only big name to tee it up, Charley Hull, the highest ranked player in the field, while Madelene Sagstrom has won on the LPGA Tour this season. Chiara Tamburlini returns looking to build on her promising performance in the US Open. Lotte Wode, another to look out for, the amateur, the champion at Augusta last year. The weather was windy and at times wet as the opening round got underway. All eyes on the local hero Maguire, but not quite the day she was looking for. A nice touch here on the 8th in a round of 1 under. Respectable enough, but on a day of low scoring, it left her with plenty to do. Charley Hull was going along a little better. Hull had 2 hours of physio on her back before she went out, and the magic hands did the trick. The Englishwoman fired 6 birdies with 3 bogeys in an opening day 3 under. Brianna Navarosa had one of those days when the spectacular comes easy. She already had a hole-in-one in the bank at the first before chipping in here for a birdie at the 5th, the rookie 4 under. The future of European golf looks bright. Lotte Wode, the best amateur in the world. The Englishwoman's already impressed in a major, and she was catching the eye here. Bogey-free and 5 birdies to boot, and all smiles. Her Curtis Cup teammate from last year, Mimi Rhodes, returned to action on the LET after taking a couple of weeks off and was back with a bang. The Order of Merit leader, one of 6 players with a round of 5 under in a share of 3rd. The putter working nicely. No doubt about the approach of the day. Madelene Sagstrom at the par 5 4th. Simply brilliant with her second shot for what in the end would be an eagle, rather spoilt by a shank at the next as she triple bogeyed. Nevertheless, a round of 5 under, a good start from the Swede. It's been a solid opening season for Blanca Fernandez, the Spanish rookie with 8 cuts made under her belt and a top 5 finish in Australia. 7 birdies, 1 bogey. She was tied for the lead at the end of day 1, alongside Chiara Tamburlini. The Swiss couldn't miss with the birdie putts, some 7 dropping as she ended day 1 on top of the tree. 5 top 10s this season for the 2024 Order of Merit champion, a win surely only a matter of time. Alexandra Swain loves playing in Ireland, the day 1 leader from 2022, with an opening day 68 to share 3rd. Tamburlini at the top, who was happy with her form.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I've had a couple of good finishes on LET. I've had a really good finish at US Open, which was very encouraging. So I think, I'm very excited about the next couple of events as well. Some of the majors now coming up in Europe, and I think this is a really good test as well. There's a lot of LPGA girls here this week, so it's really cool to kind of measure my game against some of them already. Looking forward to next week as well.
To say it was wet and windy would be an understatement on Friday, gusting near 40 miles per hour. Just ask Perrine Delacour, this putt getting a little longer for the French woman at the exposed 8th green. And Leona Maguire's hopes also blown away. At one stage it looked like she might miss the cut. 3 bogeys on her opening 9, but she fought back. This a great shot at 17 as she came home in 35. 2 over for the day, 1 over overall. Amelia Garvey's been in fine form of late, and the Kiwi kept it up in Ireland. Power a given for the longest hitter on tour, but she also has the precision. At 70, she was one of 4 players at 7 under. As Delacour can attest, the wind was so strong it was affecting the putts. This then from Sagstrom, even more impressive. In for a birdie at the 15th, as the Swede, playing for the first time in Ireland, looking at home. A 71 and 4 back from the lead. As was Charley Hull, a bogey-free round, no mean feat in the howling wind, but the Englishwoman often embraces the tough conditions. A great shot here at 9 for a 69, another 7 under. Kirsten Rudgley loves playing in the wind, growing up on the Australian coastline, and it showed. A 68, the second best round of the day, to fire her into contention. As was Tamburlini. After bogey in 17, this was a big moment for the three-time LET winner at the 18th. She gave the ball a talking to, and it listened.
Tamburlini into the last, how about that?
The Swiss 8 under, 3 behind Lotte Wode. The best round of the day from a player who laughed off the conditions. 7 birdies in a 67 and 11 under overall. 3-shot lead then over Tamburlini, with 4 players a further shot back. Amateur Wode playing like, well, a pro, but it's not the first time she's gone up against the best.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit different, but I feel like now I've had a lot of experience and played in a lot of majors now and stuff like that, so kind of know how to deal with it, and I'm just trying to look to stay in contention and see where it puts me.
Normally you would describe the conditions on day 3 as tough, but compared to Friday, the wind had dropped significantly. Leona Maguire went out with 4 birdies on the opening 9, but this at 14, her only birdie on the back. And coupled with a pair of bogeys, she would have to be content with a round of 3 under. Chiara Tamburlini did well just to complete 18 holes, a stomach bug seriously affecting her. A level par 73, then one to be proud of, especially ending with a birdie at 18. 8 under overall, and a well-deserved ovation from the crowd. She even managed to smile. It was a frustrating Saturday for Charley Hull, lacking her usual accuracy with the irons, and when she did put it close, the putts were not dropping. A 72, not what she needed. She was another 8 under, and in a tie for 4th. Along with Amelia Garvey, the Kiwi grew up idolising Hull, meeting her when Garvey was just 12 in a tournament in New Zealand. But she was her equal here in round 3. A brilliant shot at 16 for what would be a birdie in a round of 1 under. Kirsten Rudgley said after her round she was frustrated with her putting, not one would assume at the 12th. However, it was her only birdie on the back 9 in a 71, enough to see her close alone in 3rd on 9 under. 1 behind Madelene Sagstrom, 2 birdies and a bogey on the front 9, and 2 more birdies on the way home from the Solheim start.
Tweaked it a bit left. Oh, no she hasn't. Why are you looking so anxious about that one, Madelene?
Close at the top then, or at least it would have been if it wasn't for the exploits of Lotte Wode. The 21-year-old went out hot, making the turn 4 under, and she kept her foot down.
It's relentless by Lotte Wode.
That at 15, and then at the par 3, 16th, another bit of magic from the girl from Farnham. It would be what else but her 6th birdie of the day, and up to 17 under par. She was making it look easy. Wode bogey free to boot, and she kept that run going when facing this pressure putt on the 17th. To say she judged it well would be an understatement. Simply brilliant, a masterclass from the amateur as she lived up to the hype with the pros in the shade. Wode some 7 shots clear, pure domination. Unless something remarkable would happen, the star-studded chasing pack were just playing for second.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I think I was just trying to extend the lead today if possible and just kind of keep playing how I was playing the previous days, and yeah, everything went pretty well. I obviously want to win it, so I'm just going to keep playing my game and then just see where it puts me and just keep trying to play well.
Stay with us to see if Wode would pick up her first title on tour, or if the likes of Charley Hull could put on some pressure. We'll see you after the break. Hello and welcome back to Ireland and the countryside outside of Dublin, the magnificent Carton House Fairmont for the final round of the KPMG Women's Irish Open. where Lottie Woad has been in a class of her own, the world #1 amateur entering the final day with a dominant lead. The Englishwoman some 7 shots clear from Madelene Sagstrom and 9 shots ahead of countrywoman Charley Hull. Pars may well do then for Woad as she looks to continue to upstage the pros and become just the 13th amateur to win on the LET. Variable the word for the weather, squalls mixed with sunshine. The sky then inconsistent, but not so Lottie Woad. Hole 2, and guess what? After a par at the first, it was her first birdie of the day. And at the fourth, it was number 2. The Englishwoman showing no nerves as she rolled home another birdie putt. Now 19 under par, simply too good. Madelene Sagstrom needed to go on a run if she was to have any chance, but this at 4 would prove to be the only birdie of her opening 8 holes. Amelia Garvey, though, was showing what could be done. This one of 5 birdies on her opening 9, and while she did drop one, it moved the Kiwi up to 12 under par. But Lottie Woad wasn't interested in opening the door, a bogey at 5, but this approach would lead to her 3rd birdie of the day at the 8th. 19 under par again. Surely a question of when, not if. Woad's dominance in Ireland continues despite 3 birdies in the first 5 holes. Charley Hull and the rest not making inroads. I'm Richard Kaufman alongside Sophie Walker. And Sophie, what's going on?
Well, England Golf knew they had a star, but Lottie Woad is shining here. Great tee shot on 10, just wedging it into a back right pin.
It is, there's no let up from Lottie so far, that's for sure. Now here's the leading Irish woman. Just picked up her first birdie, the 10th has Anna Foster. And there's another at 11. Up to 8 under now. Picking up where she left off in Germany last week, finished top 5 there. First time in Ireland for Madelene Sagstrom, but not Sagstrom's first experience of playing with Lottie Woad.
No, she played with her at the Chevron Championship and the US Women's Open. Looking to get something going on this back 9.
One birdie, one bogey coming at 9. Sagstrom struggling to put any pressure on at all. Amelia Garvey having a much better day out in 33 on this par 73.
Ball below her feet here on 11. Oh, using that slope to cut it in there nicely. One of the hardest holes on the golf course, but you wouldn't know it.
I thought tournaments were supposed to start on the back 9 on Sunday, but this is to go 8 shots clear.
The other way, but with Sagstrom not chasing her down, pars will mean that Lottie Woad will be cruising to victory.
And bear in mind she's only made 2 bogeys all week as well.
Wedge into the 12th for Charley Hull. This green, there is no protection. It's in the heart of it. It's a green flag.
He had a bit of a bad back coming into the week, but no signs of any issues for Charley Hull, swinging it very nicely.
Amelia Garvey played alongside her idol yesterday, matched her for score. Down the hill, right to left. Oh, just needed hitting.
Solo top 8 finish would see her jump Luna Sobrang-Gomez on the order of merit, get one of those AIG Women Open spots that's available for the 5 players not yet qualified from the rankings.
Tamburlini hit 3 wood to here. This is her gap wedge, downwind, 2nd to 12. Posing. Likes it. Great result.
She's feeling better today.
And it's showing. Get those fizzy drinks down you, some sugar. 130 yards left for Sagstrom. His second cut of rough came out well. Oh, nice, some control. Would have been so easy to flip the face over there, but Sagstrom held it firm. He's got that for birdie.
Time for a halfway snack now. Whoa, just her second Ladies European Tour start. The others came 3 years ago in Madrid.
120 yards pin, just can't be sure. Don't leave it in that sand. No mistake. And to think when she played in Madrid, it was because she wasn't picked for the Curtis Cup at Merion. She was a reserve.
Yeah, that doesn't seem such a good decision now, although she's had a Curtis Cup joy as well, part of that team in Sunningdale last year. Now Leona Maguire, third at 18. Not happening for her today. She was so proud of how she made the cut on Friday, but not a single birdie in this final round.
Well, Charlie's been out here with her coach, Nick Soto. And it's paying off with the short stick. Another birdie.
Yeah, and that'll take her alongside Amelia Garvey into second place at 12 under. It is a chase for second place. That's how it feels right now, particularly with the way Rhodes playing.
And just gently move from left to right on the 21-year-old.
Question of just ticking off the hole, staying focused, keep the errors away. No one's really putting any heat on her.
Came 14th at the US Open a couple of weeks ago at Erin Hills to Tamburlini. Just lacked pace there.
Holds good memories though, this event last year. The Women's Irish Open was played here on the O'Meara course. She finished 5th, a result that would take her to the top of the rankings, a position she wouldn't relinquish. Got what it deserved. Beautiful birdie from Sagstrom.
And remember, she can still win first prize of €67,500. Lottie Woad, the amateur, will not take home the prize money. Yeah, worth smiling about.
Been some run of form for Amelia Garvey over the last month.
I was working with Jay and Scott Howarth back in Stockport on her golf swing. Goes back for a reset every now and then, and it set up those 5 weeks, and a birdie look there into 12.
Big crowds, as always, in Ireland following Leona Maguire.
And she wasn't going to disappoint them. Great par on the last hole for Leona Maguire.
But it is a birdieless 75 for the Irish start. So she's been feeling the fatigue. Hopefully she perks up in time for the next major coming up. That was to move back into outright second. Agonising for Garvey. I mean, it is breezy today, but compared to what we have had this week, it feels like just a gentle breeze.
Correct, it's maybe a one club breeze. It was 60 kilometres an hour gusts on Friday and Saturday. Charlie's enjoyed her week at Carton House, staying on site. Dressed in green of Ireland.
And you mentioned Nick Soto here, her swing coach has been here too. Now Madelene with her Irishman on the bag, Shane.
Shane Codd with the number, wedge in her hand for Sagstrom. This has been a part of a game she's worked incredibly hard on this week. And it's paying off.
Well, she's suddenly playing like the player who raced out of the blocks on day one when she was 8 under through her first 13 holes.
I'll push the 3-wood into the sand here. Only the second fairway Lottie Woad has missed today. 90 yards to the front edge, 108 to the pin. Thought it a little heavy.
Okay, no issues over there, and we saw from her yesterday when she got out of position, made some great up and downs. Now Poland's first ever Ladies European Tour player, Dorota Zalewska. 2 over par today to that point. So important birdie for her, her first since the 6th. Player who starts the week just outside the top 80 on the rankings.
Now Rhodes lies is on the upslope, so she can carry this 3/4 of the way. Knocks it in tight. Plays short game exercises back home with coach Luke Bone and Steve Robinson of England Golf.
Short par 4, 13th. So a little flick in for Garvey.
Just runs away, doesn't it? Down the hill there on 13, as soon as it gets to that back edge.
To maintain her advantage at the top. Not giving any hope whatsoever to the chasers. So in control right now, Lottie Woad.
Darcy Harry, 4 under today. This is her 3rd into 18. Would love to get this one up and down.
Yeah, beautifully done. First major coming up for her at Evian.
Could be the 2nd major for Amelia Garvey at Royal Porthcawl. Keeps playing this way, not to be on 13, it'll just be a par for the Kiwi.
It's Lottie, the leader. Ever since she stretched away on Saturday, Woad has kept everyone at bay. A 7-shot lead with 6 to play at the KPMG Women's Irish Open. Welcome back to the O'Meara course at Carton House, Fairmont, where it's the Lottie Woad show. The world #1 amateur putting on a nerveless display and maintaining her 7-shot overnight lead.
Amelia Garvey just looking to tap this one in for a par on 13. This run of form has had her outside the top 80 5 weeks ago, and now she's inside the top 20 on the Order of Merit.
This for a 5th unanswered birdie of the day for Patricia Schmidt. And she's got it at the par 3 16th. In fact, she's birdied both the par 3s on this back 9. Inside the top 10 now at 9 under.
Collector's items on those signature holes. Long tee shot by Woad. Close to the front edge on this par 4.
Delightful. I mean, she's playing well. She's got to be leading by this much. But is there any sort of weakness in the game at all?
Well, she's very hard working, and her weakness might be that she's very hard working. Sometimes you have to say, Lottie, have a break.
Now here's Cecilia Finner Ibsen, who's having a good day.
Go ahead.
And it's just got a bit better. Well, that could well seal her best ever finish on the Ladies European Tour. 68. What a way to conclude her Irish Open.
Now Sagstrom's coach Hans Larsson has told her to be more aggressive, take driver at every opportunity. She's done that here, and that one checking up on her. Still 15 feet left for birdie.
Back in the winner's circle this year, Madelene Sagstrom with that victory on the LPGA Tour in Las Vegas at the match play. A good hole this 14th.
Yeah, it plays a good 20 yards down the hill, so it's only a mid-iron for Garvey. Controlling one in there nicely. That could have taken a big kick and skipped through, but the strike made sure it didn't.
First birdie of the back 9, 20 under par. The winning score here last year was 19 under. Conditions were a little kinder as well, so unbelievable scoring from Woad.
Lisa Pettersson. Par 3, 9-iron, over the water, front right pin. Oh, yes. No fear there at all.
Yeah, she was in a playoff here a couple of years ago. In fact, all 3 KPMG Women's Irish Opens since we've come back have gone to a playoff. I don't think that's going to happen this year, though.
A hat-trick of birdies for Madelene Sagstrom.
Yeah, moves into outright second at 13 under. It's kind of the way she needed to have started the day if she was going to put any pressure on Woad.
This to join the Swede. Not going anywhere, is she?
That's a fabulous 2 from the Kiwi. Got a determined look on her face. Job to be done. Fourth call, calling.
Hannah Screen has just gone birdie, eagle on 16 and 17.
Yeah, she struggled last Sunday in Germany, but that firmly behind her here. Great performance. Another one. It seems to be up there every week, Hannah Screen.
8-iron here for Sagstrom. Got the Irish green on now. Looked worried, it was turning over, but it's stuck in these soft greens. We've had some rain over this week.
Well, this would end what's been an excellent day for Hannah Screen. Oh, that's a pity. It's going to be another top 10 though. She considers herself half Irish.
Yes, her mother is Irish. 6 consecutive top 20 for the 25-year-old.
To the leader at 14, Lottie Woad.
7-iron. The Farnham faithful will be loving that one. Back home at her local golf club. It did. It's fine, Lottie.
Yeah, on course to do a Lowry, an amateur winning an Irish Open. Shane Lowry doing that in the men's version over a decade or so ago. Tee back today at 15, so Hull got home in 2 yesterday, having to play it as a 3-shotter today. For 4 in a row for Madelene Sagstrom.
Now this putt can trick you. It's actually left to right. Read it well. I say that because this green has a sharp slope that kicks everything towards the back of it, which is why Woad was asking, is my ball long?
Yeah, this little stretch, 14, 15 and 16, part of O'Meara course's Amen Corner. It's fooled Charley Hull there, that putt. Lottie Woad for another birdie.
Right edge, firm.
Not going to turn pro until she's got 2 more points needed to get her LPGA Tour card. Something she could achieve at next week's Evian Championship through the LEAP rankings, the Elite Amateur Pathway rankings.
9-iron here for Charley Hull. Pin seeking. Good signs heading into the European majors, you feel, after this weekend's golf for Charley?
It's a lovely looking hole, this 16th.
Sheltered in the trees, and then you shoot out over the water and the wind affects it down off the left.
Ooh. Well, we saw it bounce, but it then Came off the slope backwards towards the penalty area. Might be a bit of trouble there for Tamburlini.
Quick one for Garvey for birdie.
Third in Belgium, third again last week in Germany. Tied second right now.
You feel the wind almost kept that one out to the right hand side. You can see it gusting down the river onto this green on 16.
Yeah, solid. Garvey moves to 16. Spring in her step.
And you wonder what that last round did in Germany, where she shot under par in difficult conditions.
Well, she thought about playing from the thick grass around the penalty area, but after much deliberation, went to the drop zone, and it seems a wise move.
From 100 yards, you can still make bogey from there.
Trouble at 18 for Patricia Schmidt. This for a bogey 5. Well, she'd been bogey free until that hole today. Still going to be a 4 under par 69, but that will take her out of the top 10.
She's a fighter, Tamburlini, but it is a drop shot. She goes back to -10.
Well, it's been Rhodes World all weekend in Ireland. No sign of a wobble. No one's got close to her in this final round. On course to become the first amateur winner on tour in 3 years. Hello and welcome back to the final round of the KPMG Women's Irish Open, where Madelene Sagstrom added yet another birdie to the card. This at 15th, her 4th of the back 9 to move to 14 under par. Beautifully judged. Well, a rare mistake from Lottie Wood. A bogey at the same hole. Hardly alarm bells, but the lead as close as it had been all day, down to 5 shots. 2 eagles in a final round 66 from Fatima Fernandez-Cano saw the Spaniard match the low score of the week and up to a tie for 5th. Wood though 5 ahead, 3 to play as the final 3 ball reached the 16th.
Beautiful scenes here. A front right pin, 144 yards, but it's playing more like 130. Rudgley hasn't made a birdie all day. Looking to change that here on 16.
Just short of the green in 2 at the par 5 17th for Charley Hull. It was on its way to win in 2025 since that victory on the LET in Riyadh. Be annoyed by that drop at 15.
Looking to put that right here. A 9-iron for Woad. It's drifting from left to right. All over it. 2 cracking tee shots into 14 and 16 for Woad.
Chiara Tamburlini had some problems at 17 this week. Dropped shots here on Friday and Saturday. Got a little bit of revenge there. Lovely birdie after the drop at 16. Sagstrom ranked 30th in the world, so the second highest ranked player in the field.
This for her 5th birdie in 6 holes. wasn't left wondering.
Yeah, good try. It's been an excellent back nine from her.
Easiest of birdies for Charley Hull. She gets herself to 13 under.
Normal service has been resumed. Back to 20 under par for Lottie Woad and back in front by 6.
It's rare to see anyone win in this manner, never mind an amateur. Clutch by Woad.
Yeah, the biggest ever win on the Ladies European Tour actually was this event by Laura Davis 30 years ago. Rudgley off the mark. Good things come to those that wait.
4-iron came up short left in a blustery shower that just came through. That's delicate by Garvey, checking it up in there tight.
Yeah, some display from Lottie Woad, but credit to Amelia Garvey. Top class performance from her as well. Well, the narrowing of the gap to 5 didn't last long. Enjoying herself, Sagstrom, as has Anna Foster in front of the home galleries.
Trouble off the tee on this most difficult of finishing holes, the 18th. Sticking that one into reverse. What a way to finish.
A great noise here in Ireland. Come out in their numbers. Great to see. Back into a share of second place for Amelia Garvey.
And this is looking like the best round of her week. Jamie Tippier there. That's her cousin who's caddying for her.
She's struggled with this 18th this week, Charley Hull.
The tree on the left-hand side again. Only managed to get it into this bunker. Already had a couple of bogeys this week there.
Talking of bunkers, Rudgley found hers with her layup here at 17.
100 yards. The strike sounded good. Look at that, the spin from the wet sand down the slope. Rudgley's been waiting a while for a birdie. She's going to get 2 in a row here on 17.
Yeah, that was special from Rudgley. Let's see what Tamburlini can also do from sand.
She also hit it in the tree down the left.
Well, she'll have plenty of confidence ahead of the European major. She has played well at Evian before, Tamburlini.
It's been exquisite inside 100 yards, Sagstrom. 85, take it long, spin it back. Textbook.
Yeah, setting herself up for a 5th birdie of this back 9, Sagstrom. Not dropped a shot yet today, but work to do here for Charley Hull. Pity, but it will be a 4 under 69. Never threatening to win, but that'll be good enough for 4th place. I think she just wants to tap it in.
Very solid performance. Another top 10 on the Ladies European Tour. She has a 50% record of finishing inside the top 10. 70, 69, 72, 69 for Charley Hull.
Well, like at 15, she laid up in the rough. Done the same here at 17, Lottie Woad.
65 yards to a front pin.
Well, she's showing off now. An exclamation mark on an amazing week.
Woad prides herself in her wedge game. Works incredibly hard on it to have results like this.
Up to 18, Tamburlini. Okay, it's going to be a drop shot, but a round of 71, good enough for a 6th top 10 of the season. Signs are good for Chiara Tamburlini.
Sagstrom is in free-flowing motions now with this putter. Coaxing it down the hill and got another one. She has been a pleasure to watch this back nine.
Yeah, she's finishing this week in style. Second on her own again, 15 under par. And a closing 72 for Anna Foster. Not enough for a top 10 finish, but with 16 Irish players in the field this week, she finishes as the leading Irish player, 8 under par.
To get to double figures. The easiest of birdies for Rudgley.
Yeah, you wait all day for a birdie, then 2 in a row.
Her friend Sophie on the back.
Huge drive at 18 from Garvey.
A 300-yard tee shot. This one playing 100 yards to a back pin. That one hanging out a bit to the right.
Yeah, she had a long wait there. Her playing partner's in trouble at this hole, so maybe just lost a little concentration.
And Woad was back on the tee watching that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be waiting on this tee with a 1-shot lead, but 6, that's pretty comfortable.
Down the right. That's absolutely fine. As long as you don't go left off this tee into the thick stuff.
She knows the job is nearly done, as it is for Amelia Garvey. Another little shower coming through.
Just send this one high up the right side, off the shoulder of the bunker.
Yeah, fantastic. What a month it's been for her. Looks like a third place finish in 4 tournaments. All Porthcawl bound.
She will take next week off and then head to the Women's Scottish Open and the AIG Women's Open for Amelia Garvey. Round of 67 to finish a Super Sunday.
Well, there's been a lot of questions about Lottie Woad. When's she going to turn pro? But there's never been any question this afternoon whether she's going to win.
Just wants to keep this 8-iron low. It's 150 to the pin, but looking at pitching this front edge.
Just her 9th professional tournament. She has been playing in majors, but she's taken on almost half of the European Solheim Cup team this week in Ireland. And she has been some distance away from every pro in the field.
It's been a dominant performance. Would love to just have 2 putts and win properly, as she would say. I thought she was only going to take 1 then.
Almost got the finish this performance deserved. But she can't take the first prize, at least not the monetary first prize.
That will go to Sagstrom if she takes care of this par putt.
Well, it's been a lovely first trip to Ireland for Madelene Sagstrom. And a box seat of some performance from the world #1 amateur. The wonder of woe, champion here in Ireland. What a display.
This wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. England Golf has another star on their hands, and we can say, I was there.
For the final day, a victory lap for Lottie Woad, who wins by 6 shots at 21 under par. A first LET top 10 for Alexandra Swain. Former champion Smila Sonobu closing with a 68, and a fine fight back from Alice Hewson after a first round that left her outside the top 90. This surely a familiar sight for years to come. Lottie Woad in the winner's circle with a trophy in her hands.
It definitely means a lot. Obviously had a big lead coming into today, but still to really focus, and I was being chased by some really good players. But yeah, happy to get it done.
Mimi Rhodes 31st here this week, the 3-time winner, extending her lead in the order of merit over Sara Kuskova. Amelia Garvey moves into the top 10. Darcy Harry 17th in Ireland, closing the gap slightly in the Rookie of the Year race, with Amelia Garvey now hot on their heels in 3rd after her 5th top 10 in a row. Nelly Corder top of the Rolex World Rankings, while a path to remember for Lottie Woad in number 2, Gino Titican the tie, a 2-time amateur winner on the LET. Thanks for watching, as all roads led to Lottie Woad, the Englishwoman with a significant breakthrough ahead of a major at the Evian. As ever, you can stay in touch at ladieseuropeantour.com. Until next time, bye-bye for now.